All right. That is the end of our sponsor. But I have to say, I had so much fun. Dude, I was actually dialed that entire time. I was absolutely dialed, bro. I don't know why, but my ADHD was hanging on that. Your shirt has only been saying come the entire time. Listen, I'm a genius, okay?
Oh, yeah,
Nothing
wow,
is
that's
accidental
cool.
in this world. That was, I got to keep it a buck. The sponsored portion's over. I don't have to say this. It was unreal. That was really fun. I've played Genshin and I've played Honkai, and I had way more fun playing that. That was like the town was just really fun to wander around in, and it was just like, I don't know. I was having a good time. Anyway, we're going to get to our normal stream now, and we're only 30 minutes late. Gosh darn it. Hello, hello. Monday news? I think we might be getting to that. Oh, Mafia Jinx, thanks you for the raid. Thank you. I hope you had a wonderful stream. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Still starting new Australian Survivor or Alone this week or no? Yes. We have to talk about this hero. Oh, dude. Okay, we do. Guys, we are going to talk about the news. And something magic happened over the weekend. And for those of you who don't know, Cheeseball Man 247 ate an entire jar of cheese balls in Union Square Park. Now, if you don't know this story, apparently this very random man in New York City posted these photos of himself all over New York, that he would eat an entire jar of cheese balls at the Union Square Park, April 27th at 3 p.m. Thousands turned out to Union Square Park to watch this young man eat an entire tub of cheese balls. Let's take a look, because it might be the event of the decade.
Allergic to gluten. And today I will be eating this entire jar of cheese balls.
Eat those balls. Eat those balls. Eat those balls.
Cheese balls!
How is it having the crowd chant you on? Guys, listen, I have to make this so clear. I am not Cheeseball Man 287. No one has ever seen us in the same place at the same time, but surely I can't be Cheeseball Man 287. I'm like Clark Kent. I like put on glasses. No, you don't understand. Cheeseball Man doesn't wear glasses. I do. We simply can't be the same person.
Cheese balls! Eat those cheese balls! Eat those cheese balls!
This might be the greatest spectacle to ever happen in New York City. And it's so unfathomably New York in its conception. One man in a ski mask and a cape, eating an entire tub of cheese balls to uproarious applause.
Cheese balls. Eat those cheese balls.
Now, the process took almost an hour. B, what the fuck is that? Well, you just tuned in. I'm talking about the biggest news that happened over the weekend. Cheeseball Man 287 posted these placards all over New York City, and hundreds gathered in Union Square Park to watch him eat cheese balls. This is the condensed version.
USA! 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 USA!
I just got here. Is there a reason he's eating cheese balls, or is that the point? No, he's eating cheese balls because he has gluten intolerance and he loves America and he wants to put on a feat of heroism that just is in short supply right now. We need a hero right now, and Cheeseball Man 287 filled that void. Look at all the cheese on his mask.
Off that shit now!
Look at the hundreds in attendance, like a festival.
Let him cook! Let him cook!
Yes.
Let him cook! Let him cook! Let him cook!
Oh, and this is when things got dire. Cheeseball Man 287 got to the bottom third of his cheeseball container, and his gluten intolerance began to tear him down. Would we see Cheeseball Man finish the jug, or would his nemesis, the cheese balls, destroy his stomach? If he were to throw up, our hopes and dreams would all come crashing down. A scream!
Anybody have water?
Look at the cheese. Look at the cheese. Matted to his face. Any cheese balls he dropped during the process, he would pick up off the ground and consume because he's so dedicated to his craft. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the greatest to ever do it, Cheeseball Man 287. And the crowd erupts. Look at the cheese. Look at the adoration. Hundreds of screaming fans. A feat once thought impossible.
Cheeseball Man! Cheeseball Man! Cheeseball Man! Cheeseball Man!
My name is Cheeseball Man 427.
Yes.
Why did you guys come here?
We love you, Cheeseball Man!
Thank you.
We love you, Cheeseball Man.
Hey, I've only got one question. I've only got one question.
What's the question? What's the question?
Same time next year?
Yeah! Cheeseball Man! Cheeseball Man!
Tell us how you prepared for this event.
I didn't. That's why I sucked at it. Sorry, I spit in your face.
Worse than it seemed.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw up. Definitely, yeah.
Shake your hand.
No.
Can I shake your hand? Can I shake your cheese
Are
hand?
you sure?
Shake the cheese hand.
Run for president. Yes. Yes.
Will you run for president? Dude, in our darkest hour ever, as Americans, as human beings, we needed a hero. And Cheeseball Man 427 came with his traffic cone and his ski mask. And he is a sin eater for a generation. He ate our sins, one cheese ball at a time, absolving us of our own humanity, as only Cheeseball Man 427 could.
I'm only 22, but when I can, yeah.
Cheeseball man.
I'm gonna go home and throw up.
Never wash that hand.
Throw up.
Cheeseball man. Contest on the horizon.
No, I don't do food contests. Thank you.
He was a fucking hero for that day. I'm telling you, if Cheeseball Man 427 does this again next year, it will turn into a Kai Cenat level riot. Because New Yorkers love kitschy, stupid stuff like this. They fucking love it. Cheeseball Man! Cheeseball Man! God. Please credit the original bit. The original bit. Philly Chicken Man eats 40th chicken on a pier. Well, this is Philadelphia.
This guy put flyers all over Philadelphia how he was eating rotisserie chicken, and on the 40th day, he would do it on a pier in front of everybody.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you what. He's no cheeseball man, but he's got panache.
Wow, that's very cool.
My king of late night.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit!
Oh my God. I love that this is a thing. The world just needs spectacles. You know? We just need heroes more than ever. All of our heroes have fallen from grace. Destroyed by rapid capitalism. That's why sometimes we just need a man and a big jug of cheese balls. Wubby pulls a power 9. What is this?
1.
Oh shit, he pulled a magic card? How much is that worth? How much is that worth?
1 gorilla penis.
10K? Dude, that is so awesome for Wubby. It's perfect too. Look at it. So did he open up a base set pack? What the fuck? He doesn't get to keep it? Why?
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
It's going to a viewer. He did a buy-in. Oh no! If I know Wubby, Wubby might try and buy it though. Wubby might try and buy it from his viewer. Because
Gorilla penis.
he fucking loves magic cards. I've seen his collection. He's got a bunch of customs too that are sick. He already said he would. Dude, yeah, I know Wubby. I actually finally pulled the card that I've been trying to pull, and it's not as cool as that card at all. It's not nearly as cool as that card. But I have an obsession. I don't know if you guys know this with Blastoise. Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise. Hang on, let me just show you guys. One sec. Wait. Okay, so I have more, but I can't find them. So I have like almost all the Blastoise holographics. Here's the promotional Squirtle. And the new 151 Blastoise is so fucking sick. And I've been trying to pull it for so long, and I finally pulled it yesterday. And I love this card. Absolutely adore it. It's not super valuable, but the 151 collection is peak. It's actually peak. Will, would you go on Wubby's Magic Game Night show? Wubby has a Magic Game Night show? I didn't even know that. Wait, insane wrestling move might be TOS? No. We can't show this. We can't show this. A guy staple guns a chick's vagina. That's insane, bro. In what world could I show that? In what world? Guys, by the way, I've been digging streaming lately. I've really been having a lot of fun. I hope you've been having fun coming in. Did you see this crash? I did. I think that's also probably TOS. A guy we were looking, I think it was the guy we were actually looking at in like the paragliders. Here, we'll just show part of it. I'll pause right before he actually crashes. He doesn't die. He does not die. Ladies and germs, just so you know before I show this. But he got fucked up. I think he broke his neck, his arm, and his ribs. And he was on the ground.
Anthony here.
Yeah.
This is day number 3 in the hospital for me. In this video, I'm going to show you guys
Here you go.
The crash that happened. So viewer discretion is strongly advised.
The paraglider guy. Yeah. So I literally have been watching this guy's stuff on this stream and talking about how like I really wanted to try paragliding. And now he fucking wiped out and it's crazy. So he is zooming in this thing, going super fast. And I think he just hits an air pocket and you can see it twists. Watch. So he's zooming.
Come on, baby.
And that's it. That's all it takes is that one air pocket and it's donezo. He just falls.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Here. Shit. Thud. I won't show him actually hit because it's kind of fucked up. But yeah, man. And so he broke his ribs, broke his arm, and he called if you watch it, it actually gives you so much anxiety. I'm not gonna show it because he's screaming. But he actually calls 911 and they take a painful amount of time to respond to his call. They're like, "Sir, where are you?" And he's like, "I crashed my flying device." Ah! And it's like, "Oh God, just help him." But apparently he was near like a construction site and they saw the crash. So like right after he's done talking to 911, they showed up and helped him, but brutal. Might reconsider doing that. How would you explain this to a Victorian child? Well, let's see what this is. This is the same guy that has all the sick visuals, right? Like he's famous for all these sick visuals. Thank you. I will have a sick stream. Excision, yeah. I mean, I didn't even get to talk about it, but I went to Dead Mouse and it was fucking
Oh yeah, wow, that's very
unbelievable.
cool.
Hang on, I'm gonna send it to Haas and then show you guys. Because it's so fucking cool. The video I took. So Marsh and I went to Deadmau5, 20 Years of Mouse, and we sat front row, which was absolutely nutty, insane, ridiculous. And we drank full bottles of wine, which was stupid. That was dumb. Hang on. It's still sending. Hold on. Boom. Should be sent. Yes. Okay. Take a look. So Deadmau5 has a giant cube. I was front row. Peep this.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Cube. Dude, look at that stage. This is bucket list for me. I'm telling you, if you're a Deadmau5 fan at all, oh, extra Emily viewers. I was just showing them. I went to Deadmau5 this weekend. This is me front row. Watch him when he drops the curtain. Was Rez at the show? She was not. But he played a bunch of their music. I saw him in 2015 at Bonnaroo. It was so meh. That's crazy. This show is called 20 Years of Mouse, and it's unbelievable. If you are at all a fan, definitely go check it out. But yeah, I went with Marsh, and we went to the drink tent. And he was like, we can't get beer. Cum shirt, scum shirt. We just frame it well. And he was like, we can't go back for beer. We have to get bottles of wine. So we were drinking bottles of rosé the entire time. And we drank 3 bottles of rosé between us. And we were white girl wasted at the bowl. Absolutely obliterated. I pulled up to Courage's birthday afterward, and we went straight to the DJ booth at this club, kicked off the DJ, and Marsh immediately started DJing from his thumb drive. Doesn't remember a thing. We were absolutely blacked out. And dude, that's why I didn't stream yesterday. Also, side note, BTW. Was the music or the wine the reason for your tears? Listen, I'm going to tell you, it's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. The last thing I'll say before we get into the news, which is what we do on Mondays, is that was like my Eras tour. There was something about listening to the music from every one of his generations and just being like, damn, I remember where I was the first time I heard Ghosts and stuff. I remember where I was the first time I heard I Remember. I was there, like all of these tracks, and I was just like, oh my God, I remember. I remember. And I started to cry. Marsh and I started to cry, bro. And I felt like such a hypocrite because I was like, here I am pointing at these Taylor Swift fans being like, what are they doing? Granted, I didn't record myself crying, but I was like, you fucking hypocrite.
That's very cool.
Thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. The song that was just the absolute throb of the bunch, though, this still goes so crazy. He brought out all these vocalists, by the way, and they smashed it.
Flip the script, you're checking in, I'm checking you out. You're just too sweet, so you get on my nerves and hurt like gravity. You laugh about tasting them.
All right, one more thing before the news. Okay, this is also awesome. Taco Cub, I saw this. I loved this art you did. I'm going to retweet this. Oh, fuck, I got to log in. Hold on. Uno momento, si vous plaît. Wow, I'm so fast. Wait, what the? Okay, and there, and then there. Okay, I'm logged in. Retweet this. I saw this. This is very cool. I need to get this tattoo now. Last thing I want to say, dude, I've thought about it, and I'm really digging just exploring and having a good time. And I think I might work with Haas on making like a tiny home van. So I can drive around to like different locations.
Oh, yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Proud of you, Willard. Looking forward for all the projects.
And stream from it. So we can live together? Yes, Haas. Yes, indeed. I'm going to use the restroom and grab another water real quick because I am parched. But I'll be back in like 30 seconds.
Do not come. Do not come.
Can't stop addicted to the sexo. Okay, I am back. Ladies and gentlemen, it's fucking Monday. Time for the news, yeah. I have a film question. As a viewer, how can you tell good directing from bad directing? And how can you tell good directing from good writing acting? That is tough. That is tough. QR code still on screen. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to leave it there for the rest of the stream. I'm not sure. I'm not going to risk it. They were awesome, so I don't even mind leaving it up because that game was fun. So this is a good question, and I'll answer this before we get into the news. Answering that question is tough though, because it's like it's answering when a quarterback throws a pass. Who is responsible for catching that pass? Is it the quarterback for making a good pass, or is it the receiver for making a good catch? And I think ultimately it's always like a tandem, right? You can be the best director in the world. If you have a miserable actor, you're not going to be able to pull the performance out of them that you want. Or if you are a tremendous actor, it doesn't matter if a shithead is directing you, you'll probably still give a good performance. Now, story writing is a little easier to gauge because there are just elements to good storytelling. And that's really always my focus is storytelling. That's the directors that I tend to like the most. The writers that I tend to like the most are good storytellers. If you want an example, of a really, really good director directing a talent that probably he elevated significantly. The example I would give is Shelley Duvall in The Shining. I think Shelley Duvall is a fine actress. I really do. I think she usually does a pretty good job. But the level that Kubrick got her to act at was like one of the greatest performances that we've ever seen. And unfortunately, to get that performance, it's very well documented how Stanley Kubrick essentially tortured this woman. He basically took her to an extreme that borders on like violence. And that is always like a good question where it's like, what is a director should be willing to do to pull a performance out of his talent? And I think when you talk about Kubrick, a lot of the talent that worked with him say that the ends justified the means. But I think it is very specific to the talent. And it's something that in your artistic life, if you ever make something, you kind of have to ask the same question of the people that you're working with, but also of yourself. It's really interesting how often.
I'm happy to be back for month number.
Thank you so much. More often than not, I don't think that artists in this generation are as willing to torture other artists, but we are certainly willing to torture ourselves. And that still is violence, right? It's self-harm. I'm very guilty of this. I re-broke a rib jumping into a car at a Rage Room stream like a week ago because I wanted to make good content, right? I wanted to make something compelling, and so I was like, yeah, I'm all in. Let's fucking send it. But it is always kind of a question of like, what are you willing to give up for your performance? But that is an example of like really, really good direction where it's like ultimately the product is unbelievable. Whether the cost of that product is worth it is really up to the individual to decide. What did Kubrick do to her? He made her do scenes over and 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 over again. I think he made her do one scene 115 times. And he also was very, very like outwardly negative to her during the filming of the movie. Like when you talk about checking into a director, you know, how did I do in that scene? Basically every time he'd be like, you were horrible. You were dog shit. And he basically said to the effect that he wanted her to portray a downtrodden woman. And so that he felt like if he gave her any kind of praise, she would break that character. Do you think that kind of direction is possible today? I would say so. I think there are actors that actually look for that kind of challenge, which is strange to say.
Oh yeah, wow. That's very cool.
I mean,
Cheers.
DiCaprio's performance in The Revenant, like he almost died because he was so dialed into like, I want to be cold. I want to be crawling through the dirt. And I want that experience of like being on death's door. Another example is Barry Keoghan fucked a pile of dirt with his dick very recently. And like was about that shit. Like his director was like, I think he'd take it a little bit further. And Barry Keoghan was like, say no more, fam. I'm going to fuck that grave. So like, you got to think about it. If a director asked an actor to do that, and they weren't willing, or they didn't have this kind of simpatico idea, then that's probably abuse, right? If someone was, if Barry Keoghan was like, oh, I think I'm just filming a normal movie, and his director's like, I need you to pull out your hog and start fucking the ground. And he was like, whoa, wait up, hold on. Another really good example of self-violence in acting is Christian Bale. Most specifically in his performance in the movie The Mechanist, where he lost like 200 pounds or something ridiculous like that, and was basically dying of malnourishment while they were filming that movie. And it's a good film, but it's not like some transcendent work of art. He just wanted to push himself to an absolute extreme. I don't know, I guess for the sake of doing so. And he did. Machinist. Sorry. The Goop Man. Yeah, I might have to give you guys some goop later. Anyway, enough of that. It's time for everybody's favorite segment. It's time for everybody's favorite segment. The segment is OnlyFans cooking competition. Okay, we might have to look at this later. That's important. But it's Monday. It's time for the news. It's time for all the news that's fit to print. Ladies and gentlemen, stay informed with me. Because, there are a lot of other people on this platform that do news, but all their news is dog shit. This is the good stuff. Let's start with the first glow-in-the-dark animals may have been ancient corals in the deep ocean. Yes. Oh. Oh.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Love you in that sexy sauce.
Keep it.
We still have sauce in the store right now, by the way. Oh, this is a good launching story. Many animals can glow in the dark. Fireflies famously blink on summer evenings, but most animals that light up have been found in the depths of the ocean. In a new study, scientists report that deep sea corals lived 540 million years ago, may have been the first animals to glow far earlier than previously thought. There you go. First story, easy one, glowing animals. Who's not on board? Second story, couple accidentally ships cat from Utah to Southern California. Okay, now let's get into it.
Welcome back. This is a wild story. A family from Utah thrilled this morning after their missing cat is found in Riverside.
This is unbelievable. It's how the cat ended up in Riverside that is making headlines. So the family says on April 10th, their beloved cat, Galena, that's the name, right, disappeared. They searched everywhere looking for her and thought she'd run away. But 7 days later,
they got a call from a veterinarian in Riverside, 650 miles
The inside of that box must have been gnarly.
away, saying their cat's microchip had been scanned at their facility. So what happened?
the cat had jumped into one of their Amazon return packages,
It's
guys.
wild.
And then was mailed to a return center in California. The cat was trapped in a box for 6 days.
Oh.
When an Amazon worker opened the return and found the cat.
How the hell did that cat
Vet, and
survive?
they found the owner. Unbelievably, aside from slight dehydration, the cat is perfectly fine and back with its family this morning. But I just have questions. How do you not notice when you're taking that box to return it to
Yes.
the UPS store or whatever?
Yes.
You
Hi,
don't
Quinn
know, like,
Fartwave,
doesn't
so
the cat
grateful to be a
meow?
follower for so long. You the best. Neffel.
We the best. Thank you.
Or purr or scratch or something?
There are so many
or like
things
even
that you
feel
would think.
uneven weight in the
Yeah.
box?
And there were multiple people involved. Think about it. You're at home packaging your box.
True.
You go to Amazon or you go to whatever mailing facility. There's someone there who takes the package. There's someone there who then gets it. It went through all those people, and then the delivery person.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Ashley
you
Alexander
really?
Trent
You're like,
gifted a
oh,
tier
and
1 sub to Tallymark.
Thank you for that gifted sub. This guy is a skeptic. He's like, yeah, this story's bullshit. This is like Balloon Boy.
I mean, I'm kidding.
This is fucking dog shit. Well, what do you guys think? Could a cat do this? Survive this? Who knows? Florida puppy golden retriever born temporary key lime. Wait, what? Oh my God.
Check this.
What do you mean?
Screen, a puppy going viral after being born a key lime color. And why not? Of all places, it could happen. Right.
I want that golden retriever. I want the green golden retriever.
In Florida, of course, the key lime state. Take a good look at the screen here. Golden retriever puppy. Her owner says the pup was stained in the womb by green biopigment. Sounds gross, but it generated a pretty color. It's a rare but not unheard of occurrence, we're told, that can result in the temporary coloring. Now, more than 6 weeks old, the doggie, apparently named Shamrock, how appropriate, is back to her normal color.
Yeah, we just saw that video with the arrow. Yeah, you couldn't even tell the difference.
No, that's a shiny Pokemon IRL. I want that.
Gosh, look at the stark difference there, though.
Yeah, back when it was just.
I would love to have a lime green dog as an adult.
Okay, golden retriever puppies. Strong competition for best puppies. Golden retriever pup. There's something about them.
Dog as an adult.
I just want all of them. And no, come on. Don't even start. If you don't think golden retriever puppies are in the running for cutest puppies, I don't know what to say to you. I don't know what to, dude. What are we guys? What are we talking about? 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 You don't think they're at least in the conversation of cutest pups? You got to put them in the conversation of cutest pups. All puppies? I don't know about that. All right, someone said husky puppies. Yeah, husky puppies are very good. Husky puppies are very good. I think you'd have to put these guys in the conversation as well. I think you'd have to put these guys in the conversation as well. I got to be honest, though. Huskies, they're tough dogs to own. They are tough dogs to own. Big shedders, insanely vocal, really energetic. You almost need like an outdoor lifestyle to keep a husky and keep them happy. They are a big work dog.
I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone.
Yes.
My brother, if you ain't bopping with the soloist queenly, I don't know what to tell ya.
The what? The what? The what? Corgi puppies? Corgi puppies are very cute because they got these little tiny stumpy leggies. They got the little tiny stumpy leggies. They got the little teeny tiny leggies. I would say these guys are in the conversation. Chow chow puppies. Ooh, okay, they're like the fat boy puppies. I like these. These are like, oh, I'm fat. I'm a little fat kid. Look at how fat I am. Very cute. I dig that. German Shepherd?
Dud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone.
I think I remembered to pass on your message to my rugby teammate Bob, but I definitely got more fucked up at our alumni social than I was planning on, so I might not have never.
He did. He did. Listen, I'm going to say something. Huskies are some of the, German Shepherds are some of the most beautiful dogs. Long-haired German Shepherd. One of the most beautiful dogs I've ever seen. A long-haired German Shepherd is like, they're majestic. I will say, putting this puppy up against the other puppies in the list, I wouldn't put this as the cutest puppy I've seen. I think they are arguably the prettiest dog full grown, but next to like Corgi, Golden Retriever, I don't know if I don't know if I say that. Poodle puppies, not even close. Poodle Shepherd, whoops. Poodle puppies are okay. I mean, where's like a pure poodle? Now, doodle puppies, now you're talking. Poodle, okay. Doodle, very good. Cavalier, oh my God. Now you're... This dog, King Charles, listen, again, I will say this. Look at that fucking dog. Look at that fucking dog. Their faces are so sad. They are so cute because they have the cute factor, but then they also have the like, oh, you'll just fucking die if I don't hold you and snug you and love you. You're going to die. They just look so sad. $5K puppy, worth every cent. I'm big on shelter dogs, but King Charles, worth every cent. Okay? I have been tempted to buy one of these. My next dog, I guarantee you, will be a King Charles or the dog I grew up with. The dog I grew up with, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if anybody can get this. Does anybody know what kind of dog I grew up with? My first dog? I don't think anybody's going to get this. I don't think anyone will get this. No one got it. Rottweiler. I grew up with a Rottweiler. I fucking love Rotties. I fucking love Rotties. A big head, short leg Rottie is like the shit. These dogs go so hard. So this is actually interesting. I had known Pear, and she got a Rottweiler at the same time I was born named Baron. And Baron and I grew up with each other. And Baron was like, he was like a monster Rottie, like a big one. I'm trying to see what he looked like. Yeah, he had a big head like this. This is like what Baron looked like. And I'll be honest,
That's for cool.
Baron was kind of a dickhead. He didn't like a lot of people. Rottweilers are kind of like one-person dogs. That's kind of like their MO. But he and I got along fucking unbelievably well. I literally rode him around. I would ride on his back when I was like a little baby. He was the best.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
All right, puppy tier list. Let's do this. It's News Monday. This is what the people want.
Wow, that's
okay.
very cool.
I had a buddy who had a Rottie and a Great Dane and both thought they were lap dogs.
Yeah. The best lap dog is the King Charles Cavalier. If you want snugs, this is number one. This is the number one snug dog in the world. King Charles, they don't know how not to snug. This is impossible. This list is impossible because they're all at least an A. They're all at least an A. Weimaraner, smartest dog.
Cool.
35 months.
Not a great pup,
like a long time.
Best personality. Weimaraner, best personality because they're so fucking smart. They're so fucking smart. God, this is brutal. I can't do this. I can't. This is too hard. How do you not put this in your S tier? Look at the fucking ears on him. I already said German Shepherds, not the cutest puppies. Wrinkle bags, pretty good. This dog, I want to give it an S, but I'll give it an A because I think both these dogs are probably 30 years old. I don't know if you know anything about Yorkies. They do not age. This dog could be a puppy. This dog could be 80 years old. There have been multiple times in my life where I'm like, oh, cute little Yorkie puppy. And my friend's like, don't touch him. His bones are dust. He's blind in both eyes. He only eats liquid food because he's 50. Someone's enjoying the sauce. Let's go, baby. Love my Yorkie. Yorkies are great dogs. Yorkies are good dogs. I'm going to fucking say it. King Charles Cavalier. This might be my top of the S list. King Charles Cavalier dogs are like, all they want to do is snuggle. And that's big for me. That is, I basically have to force Farley by shaming him every day to snuggle me. Like he is very independent and I have to be like, oh, Farley, like, what do you, I thought I gave you some begging strips today. Like, that's so weird. Like a dog that gave me more love might get more walkies and he'll like slink over and give me a snug. But King Charles, they're down. Roddies. Oh my God, Roddy puppies. Holy shit. These guys are so cute too. But I put them here. They're like little dinguses. Nothing is below a B for dogs. Nothing. I would give this an S tier. I would give this an S tier. Oh, little multi-poop Farley! Oh, Dachshund! Little Doxy boys! Corgi! Okay, this is impossible. This is the worst. This is the worst thing I've ever done on stream ever. This is a real Sophie's choice. Oh, come on. Jesus Christ. I'm going to stop there. This is impossible. What have I done? Oh, but bulldogs go up here. Look at me, bulldog! No more. Back to the news. Flora. Okay, one of the Earth's most active volcanoes spews gold every day.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're venturing...
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel.
...to the coldest continent on Earth, Antarctica, to explore a fiery giant, Mount Erebus, a volcano with a surprising secret. It spews gold. That's right, gold dust. So, buckle up and get ready to learn about this incredible geological phenomenon. The history of Mount Erebus. Erebus is not your typical volcano. Towering over 12,448 feet, it's the southernmost active volcano on Earth. Unlike most volcanoes surrounded by molten rock, Erebus has a permanent lava lake churning within one of its summit craters. This continuous activity has been ongoing since at least 1972, making it one of the most persistently erupting volcanoes we know of. Interestingly, Mount Erebus is part of the Ross Volcanic Region, a massive volcanic belt that stretches for hundreds of miles across Antarctica. This region is thought to be fueled by a plume of hot rock rising from deep within the Earth's mantle. The Golden Discovery. Volcanoes are all about spewing hot gases and sometimes rocks.
They're all about
But as
spewing
it
hot
turns out,
gas.
tiny specks of gold, no bigger than 20 micrometers, are present in the volcanic plume of Mount Erebus. Scientists believe these gold particles are carried up from deep within the Earth's mantle by the hot volcanic gases. The mantle is the vast, mostly solid layer between Earth's crust and core, and it's theorized to contain traces of various precious metals, including gold. The daily downpour of gold dust. Now, let's get to the exciting part. How much gold are we talking about? Estimates suggest Mount Erebus coughs up around 80 grams of gold dust every single day. That might sound like a treasure trove, but those 80 grams are worth roughly $6,000. Not
Trap stars, where'd you find this?
exactly a gold rush situation. Here's why. First, the gold particles are microscopic, making collection incredibly difficult. Second, the harsh Antarctic environment makes any large-scale mining operation impractical and incredibly expensive. The science behind the gold.
So El Dorado is real this whole time. Okay. World record roundup. Thank God. I love these videos.
Coming up, what is this tiny horse's job? How does this woman help catch criminals? And what was she wearing in the London Marathon?
Is this a poop? She dressed like a poop.
SK Ashra typed the alphabet backwards in under 3 seconds. Speaking of fast typers, John Real Grumal typed 1 to 50 in under 12 seconds. How fast can you do these typing records? Let us know your times in the comments.
That would take me 10 minutes.
Abubakar Tahiru hugged 1,123 trees in
Shut the fuck up.
1 hour. That's more than 1 every 3 seconds.
Yeah, time.
Habri Norman managed 32 consecutive touches.
Oh, what is that?
This humanoid robot is barely 2.27 inches tall. It's so cute.
That is awesome.
Oh, yeah,
Ethan
wow,
Vick-
that's very cool.
26 months with you.
Let's
Have you ever
go!
Considered hitting Electric Forest Music Festival?
No.
Seriously incredible.
I gotta try it out. I'm going to EDC again, but I'm trying to broaden my horizons.
Citrine really likes donuts. He polished these 6 off in just over 2 minutes.
That's just a guy eating donuts. That's not that impressive. That's not even that impressive.
The world's shortest horse is barely 22 inches at the withers, and Bobble has a job. He visits children in hospital.
Oh, little tiny horse! See, that horse looks miserable. His head is so much bigger than his legs.
Ah, what a nice horse. Taylor Grayson hit 8 shots consecutively from behind the
shit, it's
backboard.
Lil Sebastian.
I swear that was the coolest thing. Little
This horse is short as
Sebastian.
fuck.
Little Sebastian. I swear shooting a basketball over the back of the backboard was like
100 years of Nef Sexo.
thank you. What all the sneaky athletic kids did in junior high. Like that's how you let people know you were actually a baller, shooting the ball back over the backboard.
Brian Goldsmith ran a marathon
Bye-bye, little
Bye
Sebastian.
bye, Lil Sebastian.
and dressed in an American football kit in under 3.5 hours.
That is crazy. That is actually so hard. A 3-hour marathon in full pads.
Speaking of marathons,
What? Marky Dubois, MVP, baby.
this week saw the London Marathon. We've had lots of amazing costume.
As a 3-dimensional animal? What? 4.5 hours in that?
London. Here are some of the amazing record holders from this year's run.
Dude, look. Okay, that is misery. Look at the last one. Look at the last one. Look at how much steam has accumulated on the inside of that fucking costume. That is misery.
Tommy Vu did 25 burpees in just over 30 seconds.
That is not that impressive. That is not that incredible.
Last week, we asked how many times R.K. Sananda spanned this hula hoop around her knees in 1 minute. The answer, 213. Well done to this commenter.
That's crazy.
This week, Enrique Zapata tried to do the most pull-ups in 8 hours. But how many did he do?
This has got to be like 1,000.
Put your guess in the comments for your chance to be featured in next week's episode of Records Weekly. There's nothing better than getting cozy and doing a jigsaw. At least that's what John Walzak thinks. He's got 2022 jigsaws to choose from.
Cool.
Mohammed Shoaib did 137 side jumps in 1 minute.
I like how there's just a goat chilling in the background. This man is committed.
Lois Gibson draws criminals, lots of criminals. Lois's sketches as a police composite artist led to the identification of 1,313 criminals during her 39-year career.
Damn.
Sami Joma Hassan managed over 2,000 knuckle push-ups in 1 hour.
And he's dead. Oh.
Ramos Gomez family have a rare condition called congenital generalized hypertrichosis, which gives them excessive hair growth all over their body.
That's actually kind of sick.
Yes, sir.
This glass
full-blown Wolfman status. That's awesome.
Your observation platform is nearly 8,000 square feet. Olivier Richter's is big, and he's got big muscles too. The towering 7 foot 1.9 inches, Olivier is the world's tallest bodybuilder. You might recognise Olivier from his film career, where he appeared in the most recent Indiana Jones film.
Oh,
and that marathon runner,
it's poop.
She was dressed as the poop emoji. Victoria Bell ran the 2018 London Marathon in 4 hours, 18 minutes and 6 seconds. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an episode of Records Weekly.
I love me some good old records. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was all the animal-based and record news. We're going to take a quick break to watch the new Joe is Hungry, folks. New Joe is Hungry. Tangled BBQ Swiss Burger. I'm going to start this and use the restroom real quick. I'll be watching on my phone. Be right back.
That's all I need. 4, 5, 6, don't let it slip. I don't have any favorite. Just give me any kind. Even if it hurts a bit, I think I will be fine.
Everybody, my name is Joe. You're at the Joe is Hungry channel, where we cook everything lukewarm to get it out faster, right here within the city limits of Fairmount, Georgia. Amos, Carlos, Matt, Ben, and Lairs, Mary, Ashton, Josephine, and Harrison, I want to wish you a very special Joe is Hungry birthday. With that out of the way, now it's back to burger time here at the Joe's Hungry channel, because we're headed back to Checkers to review yet another limited time offer, the new Tangled Barbecue Swiss Burger. And hopefully it will do better than the last time I was there. Just let this one go by. Keep your cash in your pocket. Checkers, today, I'm gonna go 4.1. That is my number. The new Tangled Barbecue Swiss Burger is made up of 1 hamburger patty, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, sweet and smoky barbecue sauce, crispy onion tanglers on a toasted sesame seed bun. Each single standard burger in its normal configuration will target your diet with 420 calories. I have the nutritional information on the screen and in the description below, minus the serving weights. Just saying, checkers. A single burger all by itself with no drink will debit your bleeding wallet to the tune of $2.69. Every extra hamburger patty you add to that burger will add $1.19 to your total price. They also have a 2 for $4 special you can mix and match with their loaded fry burger, or you can make it a 2-burger combo for $7.99 before taxes in Georgia. You may ask, is this a good deal or just more smoke and mirrors to give us less for more? Well, we will definitely pull back the curtains. We will come to the correct conclusion when we do the Joe's Hungry weight test and calculate the actual out-the-door fast food price per hour.
All right, first and foremost, ain't no way this burger's only 400 calories. Simply can't be. That's crazy. That is a lie. We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, run amok.
So let's see if this is going to be lukewarm, pre-cooked, tossed right out the drive-through window, or hot off the grill, juicy and tasty when we roll the drive-through.
Oh, yeah, wow. That's
Checkers
cool.
in Calhoun, Georgia.
Thank you, Gioforio. Gioforio.
Let's give him a second chance.
I love how the TTS calls you Gioforio and trips me up every time.
4 Tangled Swiss burgers, you know, the barbecue ones, so I can get the 2 for $2 special.
You said Tangled?
Yeah.
And 4 in total? Anything else, man?
That's all I want.
All right, your total will be $12.84.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, the QR code's chilling. I can take it off if you guys want.
Tangled Swiss burgers. Let's pull off to the side and do the Joe's Hungry temperature test. Swiss burger number 1 is 139.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Swiss burger number 2 is 129.0 degrees Fahrenheit. Swiss burger number 3 is 100.
This isn't gonna pass.
Swiss burger number 4 is 131.4 degrees Fahrenheit. If you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you know I like my temperatures at 140 degrees or above. Hotter, of course, is always better. Apparently, the checkers here in Calhoun, they don't get it because today they failed the Joe's Hungry temperature test. Now it's time to satisfy everybody's curiosity. Get ready to do the Joe's Hungry burger biopsy. See what makes these things tick. Head back to the studios and do the Joe's Hungry weight test. No matter how small the wrappers are, how insignificant.
Set the tear on the
keep
scale.
Everything straight. So today we take off for the packaging. In other words, we set the tear on the scales. Tangler number 1 weighs in at 4.15 ounces or 118 grams. Tangler burger number 2 weighs in at 4.35 ounces or 125 grams. Tangler burger number 3 weighs in at 4.45 ounces or 126 grams. Tangler burger number 4 weighs in at 4.25 ounces or 120 grams. The weights
I think
are
that'll
pretty
pass.
close. So checkers, Calhoun, you did pretty good because today you passed the Joe's Hungry consistency weight test. Now, I don't have any serving weights to compare them to, and frankly, I'm tired of asking corporate and customer service
Corpo.
an attitude or no answer at all. So that would only leave one more thing to do, and that would be add them all up, average them out, do the math. If you use the 2 for $4 special, you're going to get charged a bargain basement 47 cents an ounce. Now, if you choose to get 1 burger and pay that $2.69, they're going to charge you 63 cents an ounce. So that leaves one more chapter, one more thing to do, and that would be the Joe's Hungry big reveal.
Let's take a look. Let's get a look at this warlock. That looks like shit. That ain't it.
This is what it looks like, and this is what they would have you believe it is supposed to look like. This is what it looks like, And this is what they would have you believe it looks like.
Yo, some food stylist went absolutely fucking bonkers on that, by the way. That looks delicious.
We've seen what it looks like. We saw how much it was. And actually, $2 for a McDonald's-sized hamburger, that's not totally out of line. As far as what it looks like sort of a underfunded, crushed version of their ad photo. But again, what do you expect? Well, that only leaves one more test to do. And that would be the one and only, the Joe is Hungry bite test. So it is bite test, engage.
All right, let's get a look at these faces he makes, and we might be able to tell you what this burger's gonna come in at. He hasn't given us much. Oh, this is right down the middle of the road. 3.7, I think that's low. I think he likes that it's cheap. I think this will be a 4.7, maybe a 4.8. We'll see what he says.
Not a bad concept, not a terrible price. I can taste the barbecue sauce.
Might even be higher.
Too bad on that. I can taste the onion tangler. So there was a
19 cuts? He went crazy.
If you can imagine that. Maybe I did. I can taste the Swiss cheese, but unfortunately with these temperatures, it didn't fully melt and kind of gave the sandwich a gluey texture and, in my opinion, a not fresh vibe. But before I go any further and pass final judgment, I would like to see what the real food tasting expert
Shadow
has
Joe.
to say. Dial it back to the very beginning and do the Joe is Hungry Sneak-a-Doodle Bite. Sneak-a-Doodle Bite number 1. Sneak-a-Doodle Bite
number 2. Sneak-a-Doodle Bite
number 3. What you thinking, buddy? Not now. And you think it's me that's the problem with the attitude. Oh no. Anyway, got a little bit of crunch factor going on with the onions. That's good. A little bit dry. I can taste the cheese. It could have been a lot warmer. Now it's time to give this thing a score. If you don't know my scale is 1 to 10, 9 being the best. Anything above 9 is a once in a lifetime experience and almost never achieved. 5 and down is that slippery slope to the pits and depths of fast food hell. Well, let's go ahead.
I think this is going to be a little higher than a 4.7 because of the price. I might go 5 flat on this.
That it truly deserves.
5 flat.
Checkers, not a bad concept. Not a bad price, but still, a mid-burger on a good day. The problem I have today is with execution. I don't know if they're cooking these things so far ahead that they can't even melt the cheese before they send it out the window. Are they maintaining safe temperatures? At this point in time, I can't even tell. They're definitely not cooking them fresh to order. Some of you guys out there that work for Checkers, leave it in the comments. Let me know what's going on over there. But today, Checkers,
it's gonna be lower than a 5.
5 mid-burger and took it down a notch. So
he literally said it was a 5 except for the temperature. Fuck.
Today, I'm gonna go 4.9.
Ah!
That is my number. This is my review. And hopefully I will see you in the next video.
I was so close.
Radio 1.
Radio 1. God, that destroyed me. Absolutely destroyed me. Draft news. Oh?
Will Neff.
He would be. Okay, please.
Will Neff.
He would be great.
Yeah, Will Neff isn't gay, but absolutely should be gay. I'm talking first pick in the draft.
Damn.
First pick in the draft, Will Neff. 100%.
Whoa. Clip it and ship it.
The fashion
and
is
you
there.
bet he's gonna be like, yes.
Yeah, no, he would totally agree.
And
with me.
like the comfortability with his masculinity.
100%.
There. The safe person vibes. There.
Yep.
Yeah.
Incredibly comfortable with his sexuality.
Yep.
Incredibly not to say not to stereotype. Very great, incredible fashion, right? I feel like he would be great at all, like sexually. I think he'd be amazing. I think he would be a great partner. Will Neff, absolutely. First pick in the draft, Will Neff. Not my type, necessarily. Neither is Hassan. They know that. But that first pick, would you agree with that?
I think that's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
First pick in the gay draft, baby. A lot of people thought it would be Barry Keegan, but you know, talent's talent. I want to thank God. I want to thank God. What do you think about Leggett to the Panthers? I mean, I hope the Panthers are better next year. You know, my family lives in North Carolina now, so it'd be nice to see them do better. American Airlines mistakes 101-year-old for unaccompanied infant.
Of the day, a spunky 100-year-old Florida travel agent is an expert when it comes to booking flights. However, her birth year is causing her a little bit of turbulence. Take a listen.
I was born in 1923, so I put in 23. As soon as I check in, I'm an unescorted minor. The supervisor has to come, and they have to see me right through
It's like Donna's mother.
security.
Imagine the look on everybody's face. This is Mildred Kirschenbaum, and she's explaining on Instagram that most airline systems don't allow her to put her full birth year, which was 1923, down, making her a minor in the computer system when it comes time to board. So now she always prepares to go through a few extra steps when getting to the airport, uses humor along her journey. The jet setter joins me live right now. Mildred, good morning to you. Thank you for
She's a good-looking 100.
being with me. How does it feel to be mistaken for a 1-year-old?
At this point, it doesn't bother me because, as you said, I owned the travel agencies for years, so I know I entered it correctly. It's a glitch in the system. I guess when they started, no one lived to 100 to travel. They didn't fly.
Yeah, and you're proving everybody differently.
Oh, Mildred's out there boozing still. Watch out. Mildred's on a cruise, ripping red wine, baby.
You said you're reliving a second childhood. I think you said. Take us back to the first time this ever happened to you and the confusion and the humor that must have ensued.
The confusion was on their part, not on my part. I have a passport. I gave them the passport.
Mildred fucking rules, dude.
And my birthday is loud and clear. Why they had to call the supervisor, why we had to go through all this, I don't know. They could have just issued the boarding pass without escorting me through security.
Mildred, what's the typical reaction from airport employees when they realize what's happened here?
They are bewildered. They do not know how to correct
They are bewildered.
it because that system has been in for years.
It must be just so bizarre to have to do that.
What's her accent? She's a New Yorker.
And you said it's not just, this hasn't been one incident. I mean, this is most times you go to the airport, if not every time. How much of a hassle does that have to be, and how does it slow you down in the process?
Well, it's my attitude. So it doesn't slow me down because I leave the house a half hour earlier than normal, and I allow myself that half hour for them to untangle the situation.
Long Island? That's New York.
And this way I go.
That's New York.
Through.
It sounds like you do it with a smile. You pack your patience. What's your advice to the rest of us? I mean, as a travel agent as well, what's your advice to the rest of us who get to the airport and we're huffing and puffing and everything is bothering us? What's your advice for us?
That's what you said. Don't let it bother you. Attitude. Attitude in life.
Attitude.
You know, you don't live this long.
It's all attitude. I'm 100 years old. I'm trying to get to my cruise. I'm going to Mykonos. I have gay friends over there. I'm going to have a great time. And when they ask Mildred, are you a baby? I say, look at me. I'm not a baby. You can see that.
Without learning something. It's very important that you walk through life once. Take advantage of every step.
Absolutely. A great lesson.
If it slows you down, allow the time. Don't leave the last minute and look at your watch and say, oh, I'm going to miss the flight. I'm going to miss the flight.
Based.
Yes.
Don't do it.
Based. I'm an early to the airport person. Caroline is a last minute to the airport person, and I can't fucking stand it. Last minute to the airport people, you have a sickness of the mind. I don't know what's wrong with you. People that are like, oh, I gotta fucking get in the car, and if there's any traffic, I'm fucked, and I gotta run through security. I'm sweating in the fucking line. Yay, Will and Austin. That's right, Peach. I'll see you tomorrow, girl. It's called efficiency. No, it's not. It's madness. It's madness. You do it for the thrill. Admit it. You are the low stress skydivers of the world, right? You don't have the huevos to go bungee jump or to get on a roller coaster, but you will leave 20 minutes before your flight. That is, and you're like, but I have TSA, and you'll make it like last person to board, sweating, sit down. That's not my fucking style. Okay. I'm like Mildred. I pull up early. I'll get a sandwich and a coffee. Ooh, what's this? Go to Hudson News. Peruse the magazines. You know what I mean? That's my style. That's what I'm doing. Go to the captain's lounge.
To what's next on Mildred's bucket list?
I hate the airport. Really? Where do you live? Some airports suck. LAX sucks shit. It sucks asshole. But Austin Airport, really pretty nice. Airports suck, depends on the airport. Straight up. JFK, oh my God, that airport sucks ass. JFK and LaGuardia both suck ass. Austin has live music. It's a really nice airport. The Montana airport goes crazy. Vegas airport's the best. Yeah, I always win money while I'm there. It's kind of wild. John Wayne is good. John Wayne is based.
Cool.
Atlanta is a shit show. It's because Atlanta is shaped like a fucking Tetris piece. I don't get it. Why did they literally were like, hey, what if we make this airport very long? What if we make this airport a long boy? Atlanta airport is so fucking long. Atlanta is one of those airports where if you don't know where your gate is and you fly into Atlanta, you better make goddamn sure that you're close to your gate because you could be 2 miles away. All right, enough Mildred.
Destinations. Where are you headed to?
Enough of this madness. Okay, now this is interesting. Seagull Boy wins European screeching competition. Well, thank God we have video evidence of whatever the fuck this is.
3, 2, 1. Can you do other emotions? A seagull that is hungry. Yeah. Right. And the jury, 17, 19, 19, 18, and 19. Nice performance.
Killed it. Seagull Boy for the win. Now that's important news. Mom actually invites all 487 contacts to daughter's first birthday party. Is there a video of this?
For my daughter's first birthday party. And on Evite, it says import contacts.
Okay.
first birthday party. And on Evite it says import contacts. And I thought it meant import to select through. No. It imported all 487 of my contacts and invited them to this birthday party. Not only did it invite my boss, all of my coworkers, all of the people that have ever been stored in my phone, but it sent an invitation based off of how they're stored in my phone.
Oh, no. If that ever happened to me, it'd be over. I save people in my phone as some pretty weird shit.
And I want you to just take a second and think about everyone stored in your phone and how they're stored in your phone. And then imagine them receiving an invitation. Derek Eyeroll, he received an invitation. Jess hit her car in parking lot. Anyways, I have to quit or get a new identity. I don't even know.
I mean, it's a joyous occasion. Derek Eyeroll. If Derek Eyeroll is not there, that party's just not going to be right. If Derek Eyeroll isn't there, then that just ain't going to sit right. The lost song Everyone Knows That by Christopher St. Booth has finally been found. What? After years of stumping listeners, the viral Lost Wave track, Everybody Knows That. What? Got a few seconds? Then lend your ears. You might have the answer to a question that's perplexed. Forensic audio observer. Before the days of Shazam trying to... The file is labeled pop English, indicated the genre and language, mid-80s, bad quality. Everyone knows that. So, okay, so no one has been able to identify that song. Okay. So where's it from? The song even spawned its own subreddit. But now, finally, the song has been discovered. It's called Ulterior Motives and was made by Christopher St. Booth and Philip Adrian Booth. It appears in the 1986 adult film Angels of Passion, in which two angels are sent back to Earth to provide some sexual satisfaction to mortal humans. Wow. Wait, angel... Wait, they have the... No.
To express your feelings, to let her know what you want. You need to find out what she wants. How else can you please her?
We guys get it together down there, please.
Well, it was a couple of days from now. Do you think that these people are going to die on that date?
Probably. I mean, why else would they be in William's file?
Well, that's really sad. I wonder who they are, and how come they're going to die?
Deborah, honey, I've been tired. I've been so.
Who are you talking to?
God.
Till later.
Help you. I'm here to help you enjoy yourself and your sexuality. Your hair. Why don't you let your hair down? You have beautiful hair. Go ahead, let it down.
Everyone knows that. Holy shit. Wow. The full song. This is the craziest conclusion ever, and I really can't explain it. I was looking for the origin of this for like 6 months when it originally was going mainstream in the Internet Archive stuff and dropped off after a while. For this to be the origin, I don't know how to feel. Wow. Interesting. In other porn news, what? Kanye West announces Yeezy Porn amid reports of adult film company. Wow. 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 Yeezy Porn is coming. Wow. Wow. Yeezy Porn. That's gonna be weird. The Louvre to move Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa. Oh, interesting.
She's been idolized by art lovers, targeted by thieves, and preyed on by food attackers. I'm talking about Mona Lisa, the 16th century painting by Leonardo da Vinci. It is one of the most renowned works of art in the history of the world. Mona Lisa is held at the Louvre in Paris. It receives 10 million admirers every year, which is quite the crowd. So visitors barely get the time to view the painting, just about 50 seconds on average. And many call it an underwhelming experience. Now, the Louvre has empathized and it
An underwhelming experience. Listen, I have actually seen the Mona Lisa. Here's Johnny. Jay Dilla, thank you for the raid. It is underwhelming because first of all, it is small as fuck. It is so small. It's a very tiny painting.
plans to move Mona Lisa to the basement. Our next report tells you why.
Every day, tens of thousands of people from around the world visit the Louvre Museum in Paris. They pay a $23 entrance fee, walk straight past countless masterpieces and into a beige room just to view one painting, Leonardo da
I don't even think it's that big. Why does that look so big?
Vinci's Mona Lisa. But many people are only able to catch a fleeting glimpse of it. Mona Lisa is one of the world's
There it is. That's the teeny one.
most famous paintings, if not the most famous. So it attracts huge crowds. And there's limited space in the gallery.
Wow, that's very
To give you an idea, on some days, about 25,000 people queue up to admire the painting. But on any given day, each visitor gets an average viewing time of 50 seconds. That is, if they're lucky. That's barely any time to figure out why this 520-year-old painting is supposed to be so special. Understandably, this has frustrated people, quite like the last French queen, Marie Antoinette, who found Mona Lisa too small, too dark. Many have crowned Mona Lisa the world's most disappointing masterpiece.
Damn, bro, they talking shit.
There are more than 18,000 reviews of the painting online, and about 37% are negative. The Louvre understands this sentiment. They say, visitors are not being properly received in the current room, so we feel that we're not doing our job properly. So they have proposed a new plan. They want to place the Mona Lisa in a dedicated space reserved just for the painting. And the goal is to kill two birds with one stone. For starters, the painting will be slightly...
Wait, what the fuck? Those are two different paintings. This is a different painting than this. What the fuck painting is this? Just lighting? Nah, dog. You are crazy. This bitch much older than this bitch. The backgrounds are different. Louvre has them filters. This is an Instagram filter.
For starters, the painting will be slightly out of the way. It will get its own entrance, so there will be less congestion elsewhere. Secondly, the Mona Lisa has starved its neighbors of attention, so when it moves to a different spot, other artworks may
it's Jeebus of Nazareth.
be able to shine. According to the museum's director, moving Mona Lisa to a separate room could end the public's disappointment.
Why does she look like Whistler's mother there?
This sounds like a good plan, but this initiative will require quite the renovation. The Louvre will need a new entrance and 2 new rooms in the basement. This will cost roughly $534 million. This won't
Whistler
be
from
particularly
Blade.
appeasing to the French government, which is planning to slash its culture budget. But the Louvre
Interesting.
is undeterred. After all, the Mona Lisa is the most visited work of art in the world, with up to 10 million admirers per year. The painting is the main draw for the museum. It contributes to 80% of the museum's annual visitors. Plus, Mona Lisa may have been created in the 16th century, but it's still idolized by art lovers. It continues to perplex scientists who can't figure out whether she's smiling or not. Mona Lisa is at the
Scientists?
forefront of
Wait,
pop
scientists are trying to figure out if she's smiling?
culture as well, from books to movies. It has found a newfound fan in artificial intelligence. It has gained the attention of a man who disguised himself as an elderly woman in a wheelchair just to throw cake in her face.
To smear poop on her.
The painting has even been targeted by soup throwers, thieves, and mustache painters. So the Mona Lisa evokes a lot of sentiments, but the Louvre hopes public disappointment is no longer one of them.
Interesting. Soup throwers. All right, I'm going to grab some more water. Sorry, guys. I'm already on hour 4. I'm drying out a little bit. I did a lot of talking. I'll be right back.
Some people are disappointed when they first see the most famous painting in the world. At first glance, it doesn't have the wow factor that other paintings in the Louvre have. It lacks drama. But if we can ignore the hundreds of people that surround her, if we can turn down the volume and just push the off button for a second, what we actually see is a quiet, contemplative portrait. A portrait that is the greatest psychological portrait ever painted. A portrait so ahead of its time that centuries later we are still trying to figure it out. In 1517, the French king, King Francis I, offered Leonardo a job, court painter and engineer and architect to the king. Leonardo, now in his 60s, moved to the Chateau Amboise in France and never went back to his home. He brought with him dozens of sketchbook drawings, but just one painting, Mona Lisa. Leonardo knew how important it was. He knew it was a masterpiece. Mona Lisa is the end product of the greatest inquisitive mind in history, a self-made man with a voracious appetite for knowledge, a man who dedicated himself to the study of anatomy, geology, and philosophy. For Mona Lisa, he used a thin-grained piece of poplar tree and applied an undercoat of lead white. Leonardo painted with glaze.
What the hell? Dude, I'm so tired. Today was a long day. I had to do a voiceover audition, so my voice is fried. I'm having a lot of trouble just talking so much.
Now you know how people felt when they watched our video.
So Boston Dynamics just covered their dog Spot in fur in an attempt to
I love this.
make it look less scary and more
It's so cute.
like a dog. 3 weeks ago, we covered our robot dog in fur in an attempt to make it more scary and look like a Furby.
No, 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 no.
Which would you prefer haunt your nightmares? It'll probably be both.
No, the Furby is awful.
Video.
This is cute.
So Boston Dynamics just covered their dog Spot in fur in an attempt to make it look less scary.
There's nothing more
And
cursed
more
than a
like-
Furby. Bro, I am just like, my voice is like shot. I feel like I'm just like forcing out words right now. I've been packing my days, ladies and gentlemen. I've been packing it. I've really been doing it up. Any thoughts on QB Jordan Travis in the 5th round? I love it. He only got driven down because of injury.
Much
and
love,
he's got
brother.
time to sit, so he might end up being a bouse. I hate Furbies. Mine told me as a kid it was going to kill me. No joke. Beat the shit out of it with a baseball bat. What the fuck? Walton Goggins said females need to speak to their daddy about their attraction towards the ghoul character.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Hi, will I miss you?
Thank you. Who said that? JJ, thank you. Listen, I've talked about this on this stream before, all right? There are monster fuckers amongst us. All right? There is a large demographic of women that are attracted to monsters, okay? It just is what it is. When I said this at first, y'all thought I was crazy. Y'all thought I was nuts. But the monster fuckers are among us. They walk among us. The monster fuckers in the female community are the equivalent of the feet guys in the male community, where once they stood in the shadows and now they've come out and made themselves known. I will fuck a ghoul. And men will. I think it's more prevalent in the female community.
Thank you for being such a great entertainer. We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate you, Will.
I need you to stop telling all of our secrets, Mistress Payne. Listen, I don't want to judge you by your name in chat, but something tells me you might be attracted to monsters. Okay. Mistress Payne. Dude, my voice. Sexomania is an embarrassing sleep disorder no one wants to talk about. No video. I can't do this. I can't read this whole thing
that's
right
very
now.
cool.
Where is Echo Chloe when we need her?
I need a video. Shit. Another Catholic priest stole $40,000 of church money to pay Candy Crush slot machine games. It's badass, dude. I get it. I was playing a gotcha game today. I understand. You know? Better than fucking kids. Right? At least the Catholic priest wasn't diddling. He was gambling. You know, you gotta kind of look at these with a glass half full perspective.
Performing murder in a puppet show assignment. That is what students say a Hayes CISD substitute teacher made them do in class. Now the district says that sub is suspended and under investigation. KXAN's Sarah Alshe spoke with a parent shaken up by this who says her child was in that theater class.
I am floored. I am angry. I'm shocked.
A theater class ending with a Hayes CISD substitute teacher suspended.
There was killing involved. There was dying involved with these puppets. Some kind of puppet reenactment.
The alleged incident happened here at Mo and Jean Johnson High School in Buda.
She was not okay with that. She was upset.
A parent who asked us to conceal their identity says their daughter was in that class.
She called me telling me that their theater teacher was telling them that they were going to have to reenact a violent school shooting where they had to actually pretend to die. You don't have students, 16,
Why?
17-year-old students reenact something that they are truly afraid of.
Allegedly, the teacher told students if they didn't do it, they would get a 0 for the assignment.
They did it one time. He said it wasn't violent enough, quote, and made them do it again.
In a statement sent to KXAN, Hayes CISD says, quote, students report that the substitute assigned them to perform a puppet show in which at least one puppet had to be murdered. Additionally, one group of students reports that their performance would have involved a mass shooting, though it is not clear a specific assignment or a scene created to meet the parameters of the assignment. The district says if this happened, this type of performance would be disturbing and unacceptable. Based on the investigation, Hayes CISD says the sub could be asked not to return to its schools. The district could also possibly make reports and referrals to law enforcement and the Texas Education Agency Educator Misconduct Portal.
It's not a game. It's not a puppet show. It's not something to be taken lightly.
This parent ultimately grateful for how the district responded.
They assured me that they were not okay with this as well, that they didn't agree with it.
Sarah Alsheh, KXAN News.
Hayes CISD says it hired that.
It wasn't violent enough. All right, guys, I got to be honest. I recorded a voiceover today, and my voice is just fried. I literally am trying to push through this, and I can't. I'm just dead. I'm so sorry, guys. I wanted to do a really long stream tonight because I'm going down to Austin, and I just don't have it in me. I got to go make a tea and just rest my voice. I'm so sorry, y'all. I wanted to do like an 8-hour tonight, and I just know I can't talk anymore. But that was all the news that's fit to print, ladies and gentlemen. That's our Monday segment. I at least you skipped 2 stories of the videos, did I? 99% discount. All right, let's take a look.
The words Cartier and bargain are almost never said in the same breath. But the legendary French jeweler has been forced to extend an enormous discount to one man after he claimed an error allowed him to buy 2 pairs of earrings for just $28 that were supposed to sell for nearly $28,000.
Nice.
Kelly Pitt of Independent Television News has more.
Designer jewellery doesn't come cheap. Unless, of course, you find it online for much lower than it should be. That's what happened to Rogelio Villarreal,
This fucking guy.
who was browsing Cartier's website when he spotted these diamond-encrusted earrings for 237 Mexican pesos. That's around 11 British pounds. He bought 2 pairs. Who wouldn't? Before the price was quickly corrected to 237,000 pesos, or just over 11,000.
Those earrings are sick too.
According to
Oh, that's
Rogelio,
Cartier on
Cartier
Rodeo.
then tried to back out of the deal, but he asked Mexico's Consumer Protection Agency to get involved, and they ruled in his favor.
So how did he do it? Well, Mexican consumer law requires businesses to sell their products at their listed price.
Wow.
If they don't, customers can file a complaint and send proof that they bought it at that price but haven't received it.
At this central London jewellers, they say there's no doubt he got a bargain.
You
Yeah,
are
no
paying for the
shit.
brand name, you know? Like when you walk into somewhere and you leave with a Cartier ring, there's that brand history. You're paying a little bit for prestige. I mean, he got very lucky. I'd like to see his lottery winnings as well, because I wish I had a chance like that.
Cartier haven't commented, but the earrings finally arrived
Those are
at
sick.
a discount of around £29,500.
I feel like they gave him a jank box. I feel like they didn't give him the official box because it's a good box.
But the earrings finally arrived at a discount of around £29,500, and Rogelio was more than happy to show them off.
Okay.
He's rocking them both in the same ear. Based. Insanely based. All right, last story of the evening. Again, everybody thank Haas on Twitch for compiling these together. Wally the support alligator. How's he doing?
A well-known emotional support animal from Pennsylvania is missing tonight. Fox 43's Robert Stover joins us now to share what we know about Wally Gator and where he might be.
That's right, Marshall. Wally Gator was officially reported missing out of state today. His owner tells us he was last seen on April 21st. And with few leads to go off on, many are wondering, where's Wally? What began as a trip to visit friends in Brunswick, Georgia, became a nightmare for owner Joey Henney.
I come out and I saw he wasn't in his pond. I thought that was weird.
no.
And I looked in the enclosure here and he was nowhere to be found.
Wally is Henny's emotional support
No.
reptile. The friendly gator has appeared in community events and fundraisers across South Central Pennsylvania. Henny says he's scared to lose his reptile companion.
No.
Why? Why can't people let stuff like that alone when they're doing good?
Henny last saw Wally around 4:30 a.m. on Sunday, April 21st. He has no idea where Wally may have gone. His only lead is a tip from a friend of a friend.
Apparently this guy around 30 years old was in there bragging how he stole Wally. Apparently he has him in his house, in his basement.
No.
So I don't know. We just got to find out.
Henny says he waited to file a report because he didn't have the right permit for Wally during their visit. Fox 43 reached out to several agencies who may be involved in locating Wally, including Brunswick Police Department, for a comment, but did not receive a response. All Henny can do now is wait.
If he is returned unharmed, there'll be no questions asked. You get the reward and just go. You know, we just want Wally back. I need him back.
Henny plans to stay in Georgia to continue looking for Wally and says
Haas, you fucking monster.
anyone with information can
You made
contact
me
him
finish the
directly.
night with
We'll have
that.
his-
Well, I'm a broken man now. Dude. My voice is crushed. I think Mike Myers looks badass now. Mike Myers looks great. He looks incredible. This is a good look. I put the orders in a specific order that didn't follow. Well, listen, Haas, you ruined everybody's evening, okay? We're all going to be destroyed. All right, guys, I'm sorry. My voice is actually crushed. I have nothing left in the tank. I'm so sorry. I'm out of here. I'm sending you over to Sear. I appreciate you guys. I'm headed down to Austin tomorrow. There'll be a lot of great content. I'm going down there to be in Baby No Money's music video, which I'm really excited about. Read the honorable mentions to save it. Haas, I got nothing, bud. I got nothing left. I'm so sorry. I got nothing left, dude. I appreciate all you guys. I'll be down there. for a little bit, making content. There should be a bunch of good streams. I'm sorry, but my throat, I recorded a voiceover today and I got nothing left in the tank. I'm so sorry, y'all. I wanted to do a long stream, but my voice is absolutely killing me. So I'm going to go have a hot tea and crawl in bed and get ready for my flight tomorrow. So thanks everybody for all you do. Stay dangerous, everybody. And I'll see you down in Austin, Texas, baby. Good night.
Yes, Seagram's is the place to be. Yeah. Drowning your sorrows away with that alcoholic nightmare that you call life. Is this your life? Then you need to get out. Are you tired of your wife that you have been beating on for years to come and years to go away? I thought so. Yeah. I'm looking at you. I'm sure you've done it. Don't even stop and look around because I know you have. So you need to just turn your face and get out. Are you tired of that girl you've been hanging with lately? I'm sure she's tired of you because she's